Hey guys, it's Jeremiah here with Teardown Systems, here to do our watch cap overview video and just really explain the why behind the product as well as how to install it, how to properly use it, and just cover the basis on all that so that way you're more informed as a customer. So first things first, the why. Originally we were reached out by some mill guys, and they were asking for an affordable solution to keeping glint and the mirroring effect off their watches, due to prior experiences. And so we were like, yeah, we'd love to do that, and kind of started looking at different options. If you don't know, back in World War I and World War II, these were actually quite common with watches, and as we've moved over to different things and different coatings have been available for glass, it's either become irrelevant or just has been a non-issue to an extent. But like with everything, it can reflect, it can do that. So the why behind this is mainly that it's to kill the glint or the reflection off of the sapphire glass off your watch. Now, not all watches use the sapphire glass, but as you get to a better production of a watch or a higher tier level, so you're talking about your Seiko watches, your nicer Seiko watches, your Sterlings, your Sangens, all those ones in the industry, they tend to use a sapphire glass. If you look at some of your Casios, your G-Shocks and stuff like that, a lot of the digital ones actually have like a really nice, almost like tinted car look to them. So those ones you don't have to worry about as much. But say you got your Sangen or your Seiko watch or your Sterling, especially the Sterlings, you'll notice with them the glass is actually raised above the bezel due to how it's designed and stuff like that. And that actually causes a serious issue while you're in the field. A lot of people will just say roll down your sleeves with those kind of things. But like we all know, a lot of us either roll it up once, we roll it up to this. This isn't for up close situations where, I've heard a lot of people say, well, why would you need that? Just roll down your sleeves. You're not worried about that 30 to 100-foot encounter. If somebody gets that close to your group and spots you because of that, they're not looking, and somebody messed up along the way if you're that close to an enemy force. So with that being said, the real reason is because due to distance and height elevation, say there's an enemy overwatch or something like that, if they're looking through their scopes and stuff and it's high noon or anywhere from 10 to about 4, that glass is going to basically act like a signaling mirror. We've seen it happen firsthand, and as well as we've had firsthand testimonials on why people have purchased these because of that happening during training. We've had a guy mention how his group was spotted from over 700 yards away through a sniper's scope because the watch glint was just far enough out of his arm sleeve to catch the sun, create a glint, and voila, their entire team got smoked during this training, this force-on-force training. So we basically designed this, the watch cap here, to kind of mitigate that. So it's a kill flash of sorts. So we'll go over kind of the features of the watch cap now. So the watch cap, it's very simple. It's a piece of squadron. It's elastic on the back. So it's very universal. It's going to allow you to slide it onto a multitude of watches. We do have 4 different sizes to accommodate those smaller watches and bigger watches and ones in between. Now, as you can see, there's just squadron on the top with a bunch of little holes in there. This is just going to act like a kill flash and mitigate, basically covering that glass and the silver if you have a watch that has silver on it. Obviously, you could get one that's fully blacked out or something like that. But sometimes the watch that you have, you either didn't have a choice or it was given to you So use the one that you trust and use the most. So this will mitigate that silver. It's very easy to don and doff on to this, and you can still read the time during the day through these holes. At night, you can't, but it's a very simple slide up with your thumb, look at the time, slide it back down. Now, we have mentioned that this is mainly for the glass as well, but what we've been hearing with a lot of feedback from our customers is that this actually works really, really well with Garmin watches or digital watches. That is because they produce some sort of light no matter the time, or they have an auto on feature when you turn your wrist. This at night shows a massive problem where if you're under nods, this is going to shine very brightly because it's putting out a lot of light. If you've ever looked at your phone screen while you had nods, or somebody else pulled out their phone while you're under nods, you'll see this massive, massive light just because of the magnitude of it multiplying those that light through the tube. So we through feedback we've heard these are amazing for Garmin's in that sense of mitigating that. Hey, it turns on when I didn't want it to. This mitigates that to where it's not that much of an issue. We actually recently had an entire group go out and buy these because two of their guys were rocking Garmin's, and during their force on force at night, they actually got caught in the middle of the night under nods because one of the guys' light went off on his watch, and the dude literally picked it up from 200 yards away and caught these guys. So little things like that, now they all run it, and it mitigates that. So now we're just going to go over install of the watch cap. So this is a kind of medium to large sized watch. So I'm going to actually use a size large, and this is where you can kind of go by feel of how you want this to be. So it's as easy as sliding it on like a ring. You just go right over and then it slides right on. It's super low profile, so you're not going to feel it on your wrist. It's soft. It's not going to chafe or anything like that. But once you slide this on, there's two things you can do. If you're running a NATO strap, you can do something a little bit different. This, you just slide it over. That's how much most watches are going to be. But if you have a NATO strap, you can actually unweave your NATO strap, weave it around the elastic, and it kind of creates this like bunging effect where when it's on your wrist, you can actually slide it up and then it'll bungee right back just because of that, how that NATO strap is putting tension on there. But for the most part, once it's on your wrist, it's not going to slide around, move around, or get caught on anything. It's super low profile. And while it's on there, all you have to do is slide it up or use the tabs to slide it up on either side. Just like that. You're able to read and then slide it right back down. It's a super simple product that we've worked on, but we wanted to keep it simple and also make it cost affordable. And what we really like about this is, say you don't like how it feels, reach out back to our team and we will gladly exchange it for a different size. No harm, no foul. Now you can see this one is a little bit looser. I did this on purpose. Some guys like it like this. I personally don't. I like running it with a little bit more tension. So this is a size medium. And it's as simple as just sliding it on. It'll be a little harder to get on, but it just does a really good job of not shifting as much as it would like this. But I know some guys really just want that, one thumb manipulation on their watch cap. So with that install kind of being covered, I just want to cover kind of what colorways we have. So we have Woodland, Multicam, and now Alpine, as well as Black, Coyote, and Ranger Green. And like we said, there's multitude of sizes that are going to help you kind of figure out what size you need. You can go to our website at teardownsystems.com. that'll be on there with all the information you need to be able to size your watch cap. With that all being said, we really just want to thank you for supporting us and helping us bring this to the market. We hope it serves you well, and reach out to us and give us feedback. We always love getting feedback on future products. We do have Garmin Fortrex versions coming in the near future, so we just wanted to make that clear. So if you run a Fortrex, we're gonna have something a little bit different, but same purpose and relatively same design and similar cost. So with all that being said, train hard, serve others, tear down systems.